Buckle up. Put it on the map. What? Why is that music coming on? This isn't supernova music, is it?
Oh my god, that was so close!
How did I rescue that? There's a lot going on now. Can we turn the music down just a touch? Ah. So now I have to avoid the anglerfish. Sorry, I'm very hyper. Can you tell how tense I am? Okay, so let's go. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock. Let's rock. Oh. Smashed into it. Oh my gosh. Lost it. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. 0G. Is this a museum? I'm back at the statue.
Remember to read aloud.
The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Harthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. That was me!
You can read the other ones as well.
Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gossan, Slate and Hornfels to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gossan, Slate and Hornfels.
What's wrong?
Nothing, I was just trying to see if I could figure out what my name was.
You weren't a founder of Outer Wilds.
No, but that's what I was just thinking. So, why is it so dark in here? The solar system's collapsed. So the museum shouldn't be existing. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived. Bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning.
That's what I was trying to allude to earlier.
Ah.
I think it's missed by a bunch of players initially.
Because you read it so early on in the game as well that you...
No, that wasn't...
That wasn't there?
That bit of text, all this text is slightly different.
Oh. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. I don't disagree with that. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova.
So I was talking about earlier, you were like, the interloper comes and you were saying that it had the rupture and it created ghost matter everywhere. And what I was trying to suggest was that yes, it did, but that also then instantly killed all of the Nomai, which could be missing, sorry. Could be not interpreted that way.
Makes sense. Can I go to it? It's kind of spooky. What are all the lights? land? Hmm. Blue light there. This is pretty. But they're disappearing. Are they meant to represent the suns in the universe? Or beings?
Whatever you want your interpretation to be.
Which way should I go? Oh, the light's gone. The shard. Where's the shard? Still going.
That is a very large shard. The fly that's just
That is
come
a
in
very
to
large.
annoy me right at the very nice bit of the game. I wouldn't go too high though.
I know I'm trying to lower myself, but I don't know where.
Just press and hold down if you haven't rolled. I don't think you have. That's up.
Is it?
Like you were pressing up a second ago.
That's down, no?
Yeah, so just hold that.
Ooh. An identified signal nearby. Can't change off the signal. Who are you? What just happened? This is very eerie. Oh. For good times. Can I eat you now? I'll eat you. Is it just me now? Am I starting my own campfire stuck in the Outer Wilds? Who are you? Esker. Do you hear music? Am I going to see all of the Outer Wilds founders? Or the adventurers, I mean. How do I get in? Can I get in? Am I being silly?
No, I really struggled with this.
Can I get in there though?
Yes. I'll say there's not a door right now.
Right now? Huh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Hello. How do I get in there? Is that where I just came from? Oh. Am I supposed to come back? I'm not sure. I'm very quiet, I know. I'm just thinking. Oh, why did that happen?
It's quantum.
Quantum.
You stopped observing it.
Gather. Go back to the fire. Oh, it's 2. Reback. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush, take your time, it might not even exist here. The Quiet Shade, we saw a sign about the Quiet Shade on Timber Hearth, didn't we?
We did.
So it's 2.
It was the flute of sorts that you started to with
Yes.
the Quiet Shade.
Across old bark. In the ancient glade. So it's behaving like... Oh! Where's the flute gone?
The arrows point to where it's going to be.
In the ancient glade.
Looking for a flute.
It's behaving like dark bramble though, isn't it? It's always dark.
Looking for a flute.
Huh. Huh. It might be end game times, but it's not
Breathe.
I'm trying. Ooh, we've matched velocity. Hurrah. Gather? 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 Why? What happened?
I think you gathered it.
Do I get ill health here?
I don't know.
So we've got Rebec. We've got Gabbro. We've got Esker. Okay, let's go and find the others.
If there's a little glitch on the video there, depending on my editing skills, the times on the PlayStation, the camera, and the audio, which is why I keep looking over there, I was a little worried about. But I think we'll be okay.
Ah! Do I need to go in it? The anglerfish don't exist anymore. That was quite... It's like reliving the greatest hits, isn't it, of the solar system. Yep. It's so spooky how it does that. So, okay. So I have one more to...
But you're looking up slightly, which is why you're not focusing.
Okay, so we get the drums. And then I guess we can go to the campfire. Which is what that music, that beautiful music is. I feel like I'm concentrating so hard. I feel like I can barely breathe. Wow, that's really cool. What is this?
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to look for yourself?
Is that the deep space probe?
No. At Chert's camp, he's got a telescope and he's looking to do star charts.
Ah, yes. 113. You disappeared. Are you reflecting a signal?
This one's a ball lake. You got the right idea, but let me just tell you, you don't have to move at this point.
I don't have to move.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's coming closer to me.
That's not only what I mean though.
Oh.
This one really gets a lot of people because you don't have to use the mechanical, although you've used it a few times.
I don't have to use a mechanical object, but I've used it a few times.
What is it that's going around there? Or how could you find out what it is without moving?
Let's zoom in. Huh. Now I need to remember how to use my controls. Ooh, look, which one is square? But that's where they are. Okay, well, let's go this way. Maybe the signal will change as I get closer. Is that our species? Is that us?
Do they look like you?
No. No, they're the Nomai. It's the angle. With their third eye. Might interact? No.
What are they doing?
Dancing? Looking up to the eye? Quantum moon? Whoa! That was quite scary. Well, how am I supposed to... Can I zoom in?
It's not zooming in, just to save you a bit of time.
Guess I go in that then. Do I just... These balls, these damn balls. Up we go. Tell you what, this has been the hardest part of the game, isn't it?
It is your nemesis.
Must be the other side then. Or maybe it's none of them. It's always the last place you look, isn't it? This is cool. Am I going to get to meet some Nomai?
You don't need your signal scope now.
So I'm going to go here and meet my friends. I can't wait to play with the whole group again. Can I start? Yes. Okay, I won't let you down. Solanum, a conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Yes. This song is new to me, but I'm honoured to be a part of it. Should I begin? Yes. You got it. I'll do my best. Oh. Chat's off. Feldspar, your turn. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Yes. Aha! Here goes nothing. Come on, Gabbro, your turn. What do you say? Time, buddy? Ready to start the music? Yes. Heh, this should be cool. Is that all of us? Wow. All these objects flashing. What does it mean? Wow, how long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. Dr. Feldspar, you cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out all right in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. Gabbro, I tell you what, this has been really fun, and I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees all along the way, you know. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? Not yet, I just want to talk to the others. It's tempting to linger in this moment while every possibility still exists. But unless they are collapsed by an observer, they will never be more than possibilities. Rebeck. I learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but that's, you know, that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. Chert. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning. But I think the rules are about to change. Okay, let's go back to Solanum. The fire is out. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Yes, I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. Do I watch this? What do all the shapes mean?
Go and have a look.
Oh! I didn't realise I could jump into it. That's cool music. Outer Wilds. Done?
Better than a You Are Dead ending.
Yeah, imagine if I just left it there. Completed it! That was quite a lovely wrap up of a game. Yeah.
It's better when you sit on it as well. You say with movies sometimes you think of them afterwards.
Yes. If it sits with you and gets you to think about things in a different way. Just watching the credits. All these people who worked on it did an amazing job.
In particular, Andrew Pralow, I think is the name, who did the music.
The music's fantastic. Really, well, it's what got us both into the game, really, isn't it? The music.
You sang the Outer Wilds theme without even knowing Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
And Kelsey Beecham, who did such a good job writing.
Yeah. Yeah, Andrew.
How do you interpret the end? And there's no wrong answer here because I certainly didn't interpret it correctly the first time I watched it. Played it, should I say?
Honestly, I don't really know. I think I do need to sit with it. But I think the universe, I guess, is there can be multiple universes. I felt like it was going, I don't know, I think of it on a more spiritual level.
It's good.
Going back into the source of everything, which I guess is what the eye of the universe is bringing you back in, where there's like unlimited possibilities.
Innumerable possibilities, I believe Solanum says.
Yeah, yeah, innumerable possibilities. So there's a chance to come back and do it in a different way.
So you asked when you saw all the shapes.
The different possibilities of what there could have been.
What there could be.
What there could be, yes. Huh.
Which is certainly my interpretation. You see so many different shapes of it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, but until you observe by entering, it's all of them. You're in the superposition.
It was nice how all the explorers came back together. And there's Solanum there as well.
I can't wait to talk to you about all this stuff.
I feel like I need to process it all. I guess you just go from one task to one task, one message to another message to doing a different thing, and it's until you have seen the whole thing, you can't necessarily link it all together and get a full picture of it. And I think I'm in that place at the moment where I haven't fully understood it. These people who backed the game.
Each of them.
Well done, everybody.
Each of them deserves a round of applause. Each deserves a round of applause because I don't think they would have, as I say, get the game off the ground if it wasn't for them.
And it's incredibly hard to get any project off the ground, and they must have done an amazing job of portraying their vision for the game to get all these people to want to support them.
Game of the Year for many publications back 2018, 19? 2019, I think.
Well done. Well done, everybody. Well done, me. Completing the game.
I'd say
I don't think I've ever actually completed a game.
You can't complete Animal Crossing's your problem.
Even as a kid, like I had like Rayman.
You never completed Rayman?
I don't think so. I was like
A kid.
I don't know if I've ever completed the game.
In loving memory of the American Tea Room.
Oh.
Thank you for making Outer Wilds.
Yeah. I don't know that I have anything profound to say. But, ooh! 14.3 billion years later. We saw that, didn't we? Written down somewhere. Did we? No. Have you written it down somewhere? I've seen that number. Tracks, music.
Do you recognise the name?
Like an evolution of the planets. Cool.
You completed a game.
Completed the game.
Even the game, a game.
A game.
If you say you've never completed a game before.
Yeah.
Would you like me to share my interpretation or understanding of what everyone says about what happens at the end?
Please.
Or would you like to sit in it with yourself?
No, I'd like you to share it with me.
So my understanding, which I think is correct, is at the end you observe the eye.
In the ball, or do you mean when you go up through it?
Up through it. But also when you're wandering the eye and you're worried about getting hit by lightning.
Yes.
My thought is the reason why you see trees there is because you're a Harthian. So if you were an Embertwinian, you might see those orange rocks, for example. Then you enter the eye, at which point you somewhat stop the universe from ending. Well, the universe is already ending, but you are entering the eye, which I believe is the source for the universe. How can a signal be older than the universe itself? Because it predates the universe, because it is the origin of the universe. So you enter the eye as a conscious observer, which will then allow you to start the next universe. And when you get to the museum, you're not in space or time, you're in a... It's too dismissive to call it a figment of the imagination, but you are certainly not in reality. And you know that because you can actually speak to Solanum without a translator tool, which is key. So when this took me a few playthroughs to understand, when the Rebec says something to the extent of that there's still time, it might not even exist here. I can't remember the exact words, which annoys me now.
Yeah.
That time might not even exist here. I always wondered what he meant, what they meant. And you are able to gather everybody together, but it's your mind's interpretation of them.
Yes. Which is why you just gather the instrument and then they're there. It's not like...
It's also why Valspar, I think, says he hopes his beast is in the next one.
Yes.
And he says, not me exactly, because it's your interpretation of who he is, who they are. And pronouns are all over the place. And then you are able to observe the innumerable possibilities, which is why you see all the shapes and loads of different shapes. Then you enter or you observe and essentially create the next universe. And I don't know if your glasses, if you're able to see at the end, there's a campfire, which is very much a Hearthian thing, so you have a distinct influence on it.
Yes.
But there are ants, bug little creatures around it instead.
Those.
That's why I was worried about your glasses. There weren't Hearthians roasting marshmallows around it, there were insects. And what's really cool, as an Easter egg, and most people get this I think, you shot your scout through and then lost connection. And the last thing you see in the game is the scout whizzing through in this new universe.
So that was the scout, was it? I didn't know if it was a different ship or something.
It's your scout.
Ah.
And if you hadn't shot your scout through, you don't see it.
Oh, really? That's cool.
So your scout made it into the next universe. But then so did all of your memories and everything else that comes through it. And what's really cool, and this will spoil a lot of potential videos I'm hoping to make, the music at the end is a cello, which no other species plays. No one of your travelers play. Salam's piano is amazing. That music gets me each time. Which indicates again that it's a new universe because you haven't heard a cello before. But the music is important in that universe as it is for yours. So you have these insect-type aliens with a cello influence playing in the next universe, which is forming, as you can see it emerging around these, I don't know what the right word is, early planets.
Yeah.
Which in themselves are inverted.
Yes.
Which is really cool. So it's not the same universe at all.
No.
But none of that would happen if you weren't able to observe the eye, create that possibility. There are more things deep on that, on like a spiritual or philosophical level that I interpret, but I'll save that for another day for you to sit with.
It's interesting you saying all of that because it does resonate with a lot of the teachings of yoga, and I'm wondering if any of the creators of this game were yogis or meditators or
have some connection to the
some
yoga
connection
community.
to, yeah, it's a spiritual connection. I feel like you must have to have a spiritual inclination to come up with a game like this. I'd love to know. I'd love to know.
What we'll have to do tonight, not on camera, not listened, although maybe that'll be interesting, but the no-clip documentary is amazing. I don't think they talk about yogic things in it, but they certainly talk about the creation of the game. And it's a really good no-clip makes some great documentaries as it is. But that's what I think I said in the first episode, what triggered me into even looking into the game more serious than I was.
From watching no clip.
They said about 10 minutes in, if you don't know anything about the game, stop watching now. And I was like, oh, I'm interested in this game and the music's being played. This looks interesting. And then he said, don't watch it. And I'm very spoiler averse, so I stopped watching, got the game, completed the game in about 4 days, and then watched a documentary and really enjoyed it. And for your, what did you call it earlier? Tantrum?
It was a bit of a tantrum.
Your tantrum earlier, Alex Beecham, the creator, actually says, as they talk about the Ash Twin project entry, he's like, yeah, that's me, I have to apologise for that, or words to that extent.
What was so frustrating about that was like, I was pretty confident I was going to, like, that was what I needed to do, but I just couldn't step onto the platform and not get sucked up. Oh, I've got PTSD thinking about it. We know now.
It's the angle book all over again when you're saying, I'm not doing anything because you're thrusting.
But yeah, there's a lot of thoughts, lots to break down. I really enjoyed it though. I'm really glad that you, one, convinced me to do it, because I do need a bit of convincing with these things, don't I, with games.
You said a long time ago, I think you knew how important it is to me, the game. Not you playing the game, but the game itself.
Yeah, that was a big motivator for me wanting to play it, to understand.
Yeah, and I think you said, no, I do want to play it, but that was months before you started playing it. And then I floated the idea of recording it, which you'll forever have your recordings somewhere on the web.
True. That's kind of scary.
This is where Kayleigh got a tantrum about the Ashburn project.
Oh gosh.
Before we switch off, I don't know how much is left on the PlayStation or the camera, even with its poor overheating issues. Do you have any questions about timeline or anything else?
I do, but I don't think I can process that right now. I think that's maybe one for another day.
Okay, well, the DLC might happen.
Yeah.
It might not, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it will. It's, no, it will. I'm excited. And you've not played it yourself, have you? But you have watched the playthroughs. So.
My little secret, I love Outer Wilds, but I do not care for horror or scare games, movies, anything like that. And
maybe I'll regret playing the DLC.
Well, the thing is, I think the word is fright, actually. And the DLC, I went on the subreddit after completing the game, then it has like DLC spoilers and stuff as marked as a tag that you can go on the Reddit, on the subreddit. And what I remember seeing was essentially an anglerfish type situation, that somebody moved forwards and then there was a fish there and they moved back. I was like, that is not for me, I'm not going to touch this. So I actually watched About Oliver complete Echoes of the Eye first. That being said, I'm very interested. I've never controlled the game, which is interesting from a DLC side of things, and things in the DLC I've never done. But I know the answer to all the solutions. I've watched so many playthroughs now, which you can do yourself if you want to do that, or you can play it yourself, maybe give it a little time to process. But it does really help conclude the story.
Okay.
It's the DLCs that Kayleigh and I grew up with were expansion packs to The Sims, not DLCs. There were DLCs before they were called DLCs, because I don't know if they were downloadable. You'd have to buy a physical expansion pack. And
why have you make me feel so old?
And the thing with those DLCs these days is a lot which is a bit of a cash grab, whereas I don't think this one was. It's really good value because it's probably about 70% of the base game in length. And any unanswered questions which you might not have at this point.
I definitely do, but I can't
think of them right now. But any of those unanswered questions are answered very well.
Okay. Yeah, let's join us for that. Commit to it now.
Commit to it now, okay. And if you had never noticed, the titles break apart if you leave it on the screen for a long time, which is what I can see there. But for the moment, I think you have nothing more to say. General thoughts on Outer Wilds, your last 30 odd hours of gaming?
I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that I never felt like I wanted to quit, but the first few plays were very frustrating from a navigation point of view. Really enjoyed the puzzles immediately when we did that, but I'm glad that I persevered and then learned how to navigate, and that doesn't feel scary at all now. And it was so tiring, but now it's just like you can jump in and explore, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna take all my energy. so I'm really glad that I pushed past that. It's a good lesson in gaming in general, and then you get to experience all the story unfold. And I think you said maybe a few episodes in is that all the puzzles, there's nothing like to trick you. It's kind of obvious when you know like anything, but there were like fairly simple solutions.
a lot of
when
logic
you have
based.
when you have it click, you're like, ah. So yeah, I feel pretty pleased. Aside from a few little tantrums, managed to figure out pretty much most of the puzzles.
I think about 95% you're all solo, and then I had to nudge you every now and again. But I don't think I ever gave you flat out any solution.
Yeah.
Or if I did give one, it was more to confirm that your solution that you thought was right was the right thing to try.
It's a good lesson to just try things as well, isn't it? And it doesn't matter if it goes wrong.
Especially if you live in a time loop.
Especially if you live in a time loop.
Don't take the advanced warp core out and then go and watch the supernova. That's probably not the best idea.
We haven't asked this guy's opinions.
What did you think,
What do you think,
Gregor?
Greggy? Huh. Interesting. He's asking when we can do a similar game in the Star Wars universe.
If one exists, please tell us.
Alright. Well, let's get out of here.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for joining us this whole way. If you're watching this, you've been with us pretty much the whole way, I'd imagine. Crazy that you've spent so much time with us. Hope you've enjoyed our waffle and our theorising, well, my theorising, and Jim being very supportive. Thank you so much for being so supportive and patient.
Thank you very much for playing. And thank you everybody else for watching.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And if you have any other thoughts you want to share, you want to nerd out on some of the theories and things that you did, drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear. We really would.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Hi.
Bye. Didn't we just say bye? That's so weird. What's that about? What's actually happening? This is 6 weeks, can you believe, later
is it that long?
than when you just listened to us and watched us crazily go through the final episode where Kayleigh completed Outer Wilds. And it's been a good few weeks for you to kind of comprehend everything, and Kayleigh's been actually allowed to watch the rest of the videos on the channel. Which
I am honestly shooketh that it's been 6 weeks. A part of me feels like it was so long ago, and part of me feels like we just did this like yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a good time though. Kayleigh's got a lot more understanding of the game, and we've got somehow hundreds of people watching.
Anxiety.
Which Kayleigh finds crazy.
I find it anxiety-inducing and humbling and exciting and comforting. It's like all of the emotions rolled into one. But really, the overriding emotion is gratitude, because I'm really overwhelmingly grateful that you've decided to share so many hours of your life with us. We've really, really loved reading your comments and having discussions with you as you've gone through the playthrough and making your predictions of what's going to happen, and all the little bits of trivia that people have shared that have just enriched the whole experience of the game. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
As I'm sure a lot of people know, you can see loads of analytics on YouTube. And in the first week of the playthrough, there were 24 viewers of the first episode at the end of September. And now, the time of recording, 70 days later, 2,200 people, which is just mad. So the point of this, why we're still talking, in control, is there's a few loose ends, let's call them, on the ship log. There's a few things in the game that I'm sure all you addicts like me were maybe thinking Kayleigh could see or might see, Easter eggs of sorts. And rather than do another episode afterwards, I thought it would be useful to just lump it all in here. So anybody still here who just wanted to see the end of the game, you're free to leave, because this isn't anything DLC related, and it's nothing more than just going around the solar system and showing Kayleigh things that she kind of missed. And for my completionist self is to get things like this, which...
Yeah, that has been bothering my brain, I have to say, that there's like two or three that have bits next to them incomplete.
So
That has
there's-
actually been like just niggling away at me. Like, I never finished that.
Yeah, the completionists, I think there's only the 2 of them because this is something you just didn't read. The gravity cannon.
Well, we get that ticked off. You know I love a tick list. Gravity cannon, a huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I've recalled a Nomai shuttle from the quantum moon. That I did.
So all this is quite a long time ago, but first up for me is I'd like to go and I think, yes, I had several comments saying that the thing missing from this was something I don't think you found, but I assumed you did when you visited the interloper. But did you see this?
I did not.
So yeah, that's something that I
Oh.
forgot that you never saw, which is
It's a frozen Nomai shuttle.
it's a frozen Nomai shuttle.
That it said about, and I have to say, I didn't really register. I registered that there was a frozen Nomai shuttle, but I didn't compute. No, the other way around. Whatever.
Well, these are some writings. This is what will be missing on the ship log.
Okay. Clary, this is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in ice. If we stay on the surface too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Poke, even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home to the gravity cannon on Ember Twin? Ooh. Okay. Pi, yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle until someone recalled it. Perhaps we shouldn't have landed on the dark side of the comet. Clary, suppose one of us remained in the shuttle to keep it warm and continue monitoring the surface. Pi, this would be wise, I think, Clary. If you don't mind waiting here with it, Poke and I can continue to investigate the surface. Oh, well, this is all very sad, isn't it?
Now you know what happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to address a comment on the
Recent episode.
the recent episode, which was like, did she not realise that the comet killed everyone? Or something like that. And the answer is no, I did not realise. I think it was maybe some days after Jim and I were talking about Outer Wilds after I finished the playthrough that I really had that, the comet and the release of the ghost matter was what killed the Nomai. I didn't really register that the Nomai died because of that. And then it made more sense as to why we were able to find Nomai skeletons, because they hadn't been buried, because no one could bury them, or however the Nomai would
Dispose of their dead.
I was trying to avoid the word dispose. I was really actively trying to avoid that word, but how they would
Remove?
grieve, bequeath the bodies back to the soil. Bequeath? Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I get it. But yes, that's why there are so many. Yeah, anybody is curious to me as well. I wonder if some people are watching who've never played the game before, which is a weird playthrough to watch if that's the case. But if you haven't played the game, that is why the Nomai skeletons are found everywhere, because the interlopers' ghost matter completely enveloped the solar system.
Yeah, like I got that that it killed Poke and Clary, but I didn't register that it spread across the entire solar system.
And Pi.
And Pi, yes.
And then subsequently literally everybody else.
Yeah, that was not apparent. So I guess it spread the crystals as well.
Yeah, so it's like the crystals show there's ghost matter in the vicinity. So here, for example, there's ghost matter nearby, but technically ghost matter went everywhere, which is why we're in here, in Summer City, that there are skeletons everywhere.
And I can't remember, did you tell me the theory, or did I read the theory from the comments about how, so much worrying, about how the reason that the Harthians survived is because they were amphibious and could be underwater when the ghost matter hit, so the ghost matter wouldn't have, presumably was airborne for a period of time. It had a half-life, and then they could survive underwater, so they weren't exposed to it.
Yeah, that's basically. Am I in the right place? I'm thinking what you're missing in the Summer City. But yes, that's basically it. The Harthians were completely aquatic species at the time. I think you didn't go in the Ice Shrine district of the Summer City. Is that right? Does this look familiar?
I mean, it all looks the same to me.
But yes, you're right, that the Harthians were underwater, which we can see in a mural on Timber Hearth. And that is why they were fortunate enough to survive when the Nomai did not. Am I in the right place?
Can you tell that Jim's navigating?
Well, I'm navigating poorly because I haven't managed to get up. I think it's here.
But so this is something that's just come into my head now. I'm watching this. Why is the ghost matter still in some places? Is it just purely linked to where crystals landed? And why is the ghost matter not everywhere in the solar system? Do you know what I mean? I do know what you mean. I guess it's possibly like nuclear radiation or nuclear fallout. Like, if I think in my head what it could be, that like in Chernobyl, there are very safe places in certain areas, but not everywhere. So I guess it's something like that. But then, like, we've got the Geiger counter. I like Geigometer, just if anyone's listening who wants to rename it. The Geigle.
The Geigometer. But yeah, when that suggests, there's lots of radiation here, imagine if that radiation displayed some crystal in this case, like where it's very intense. That's the best I can think of. But I'll tell you what, I know one thing that you in the comments will tell me if I'm wrong or if you have a good theory, and I've really enjoyed.
Please let us know.
Yeah, really enjoyed reading all of the comments. It's been really nice. So I don't think you've been here. If you want to read.
Okay. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system. The signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. I feel like maybe I did read that before, but I can't be certain.
Ship log updated. You didn't read.
We didn't read this one.
But you definitely, I think that same text is in the Hanging City up there, Eye Shrine district.
But also, I think I could have been forced out by sand and panic.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, but anyway, if the eye called to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate it? I'm so yogic.
So yogic, she says.
Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did something happen to it? Trees. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important though? I tell you what, reading this makes me feel quite reassured, because I feel like I have these sorts of friggin' questions in my mind all the time, like constantly, like, does it mean this? Does it mean this? Does it mean this? Not about the eye of the universe, but about stuff in general. Like, doubting myself, or what if this? And I feel seen by this piece of text of like all the ways that the mind is like trying to learn and doubt and figure stuff out. Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. Well, isn't that the case of our universe?
I like at this point that you've been to the eye, so you know why they can say it's older than the universe itself.
Yeah.
I like this, but it's very Indiana Jonesy.
Yeah, it is quite.
Timing was great.
I say it. Yeah, it is quite. I've never watched Indiana Jones, but yeah.
What you imagine it would be like.
But to touch on that though, this is like one of, I think, humanity's great questions, right? Like, how did our universe get created? Yeah. This is like the intersection of science and spirituality for me, because the Big Bang Theory, like, we have science and evidence and maths that proves that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't still prove how the energy to make that happen got there in the first place.
Yeah.
So how did that get there? It's an unknown, and is it something, it has to be older than the universe itself? And what put it there? Is it, I don't know, something unknown, and I think it's really exciting.
Exciting, but we'll never know, or it's very unlikely for us to ever know, which is crazy.
Yeah, have to have some acceptance over that.
Mm-hmm. I think we spoke about it when you were in the ship once as well. You said, are they supernovae around? Mm. But then you were unable to zoom in because on the ship you can't. But I don't know if we saw this in the playthrough or not. But yes, they're all supernovae, these explosions you see. Also, just as a thing, I think that should be the ship log. I was very proud and impressed that you were able to understand the interloper access puzzle without reading that Nomai log about, oh, we're on the sunward side and we should have landed on the sunward side or whatever, because that's a clue to be like, hey, it's frozen, and you got it without needing to do that, which is excellent.
Isn't it funny how, I think someone also said in the comment, isn't it funny how our brains work differently? Like, some things seem so obvious to one person, and another person struggles with it, but yet the second person finds something else so easy to understand it. Like, they don't even necessarily have to consciously think about it, they just intuitively know, and yet someone...
I love the things that you've struggled with that I didn't, and vice versa, and I like the idea that makes us a really good team in general.
Yeah. I think that demonstrates how we are in real life.
We definitely
balance each other out. Oh,
so
turn that off.
Your latest one, the one that was missing, is at the bottom.
The Nomai travelled to the solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source of this signal the Eye of the Universe.
Well, you didn't know that, did you? And then finally...
I found a Nomai shuttle almost completely encased in ice. The Nomai landed on the interloper not long after its arrival in the solar system. The shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. There were 3 Nomai aboard the shuttle. One of them stayed behind to keep the shuttle warm, while the other 2 explored the interloper. Clearly, the Nomai who stayed behind lost contact with the other 2 after they descended below the interloper's surface.
So I think 2 of those were already there, but now you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's a ship log complete, which is excellent. Also, while we're literally right here, we should be able to show something which you might not have realised.
Yeah, are you going to do something with the gravity cannon?
Yes.
Because this is kind of, in the comments, people often talk about the gravity cannon, and I don't know, it didn't really mean anything to me when I was playing around with these balls.
Well, to take a quote from the other videos on the channel, I just wanted to highlight that this is why it looks like this, because this is the ice as it's been warped back from the interloper.
Ooh, that makes sense.
And if you're on the brittle hollow gravity canyon, warp it back. That's the one that Solanum's. It's not really her shuttle, but the shuttle she used to get to the quantum moon.
See, I think I found the gravity cannon too early on in my journey to get the full impact, and then never revisited it, so I couldn't like piece together its significance.
So if we were to, well, there's a few things that's useful to do. Let's go inside now. So I actually have this one. I've got a little list of things that I want to do. Where are we facing? Okay, so this will work for a while. So that's the gravity cannon shooting us off. Oh, Timber half is not, well, it was straight ahead, but orbits. Anybody who's played Kerbal's space program, oh, this doesn't look good, does it?
Oh my.
Might be very embarrassed on my behalf. Okay, let's not go into the sun.
Can you fight that much gravity?
Well, when you can use a black hole and walk back because of that baby right there.
Ah.
That is how we get back here, because there's a warp pad. Right, let's see where this takes us.
Which one was this?
This is us shooting off of the... Oh, there's nothing in the orbit right now. This is us shooting out of in-between. But the point... In fact, we'll just do it from in-between to in-between. What is really poorly conveyed to the player, in my opinion, is you can shoot out, but there is a option, the one that does nothing, seemingly, this, which now you see these blue lights come in, and that is landing mode for the shuttle. The shuttle will try and land on the nearest celestial body, and I must have done it at some point, but I don't remember when. But that is how you can pilot, so quote-unquote pilot the Nomai shuttle, is you use that button there on the right, which really should have something, I don't know, it would ruin Outer Wilds to say turn around, but it should have some sort of light indicator, maybe like the High Energy Labs pulsating cable, to be like, oh, something's going on behind you, because now it will try its best to land.
So I have to say, like, the purpose of the Nomai shuttle is, it hasn't really gelled in my head. Is this what connected the planets where the Nomai communities were?
So they only had the escape pods. So
yes.
You've got to imagine, I wonder what happens now. We're going to go into the path of the sand. The escape pods had no way of travelling. I should be safe. Whew. So they had no way of travelling between planets, which is why they were essentially marooned. And then they recreated spaceflight with everything that they could do in their limited resources, which is why so much of their technology is based off gravity, because it's brittle hollow. They had the gravity crystals and whatnot, so they can make a gravity cannon. They're not doing it by propulsion, they're doing it by gravity. So there's actually a throwaway line somewhere in the Summer City about calculating, I think you found it, but about calculating orbits to get to the sun station. And it's like a bit of a throwaway line, but it's meant to suggest that you don't need to worry about calculating an orbit to get to the sun station, because as you now know, you have to warp there.
Yeah. So the technology for travel is gravity.
Yes, only.
And gravity, because of the warping.
It's gravity. Yeah, it's entirely gravity based, and it's gravity and smarts, because they have to figure out a orbit plan. There's no way, or flight plan. There's no way for them to control the shuttle when they are actually in space. They can't go left and right. There's no thrust or anything. So that's another thing which you've learned. We're going to take a little break because there's a few things going on. There's some Easter eggs that I'd like to show Kayleigh, and also
Not chocolate Easter eggs, unfortunately.
But also classic for us in the game. We've got takeaway just about to be collected.
I swear we don't have takeaway that much. It's
just to celebrate the special occasion of the finale. Yeah. And we are fed. It's like nothing ever happened in the editing side of things. I have a list of things that I want to do. Complete the ship log and land the Nomad shuttle were on that list. There were some other things from comments which I was like, yeah, we should do that. One of them was speaking to all the travellers, which is something that I think we should do as well, actually. Because they have things to say that change as you find different things in the game. So we're quite near the end of the loop because the sand is pretty high here on Ember Twin. So let's go and speak to Chert while we're nearby. Although he might be a bit too emo at this point in the loop.
I think he is.
Let's
Look
see.
at his little egg.
He's not an egg. Don't you mean to him?
Egghead. He's been banging on his bongo drum.
Oh, he's all right. Look.
That's not a bongo, but whatever.
So time hasn't paused as well. I need to change the setting. Why are so many stars going supernovae? I have no idea. Massive stars go supernova when they reach the end of their lifespan, so it's possible that the stars are older than we realised, or maybe our models are wrong and they don't live as long as we expected. Honestly, I'm not fond of either option. If our charts are wrong, what else is wrong? And our sun? No, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. I'm probably overlooking something. That's it. I just need to collect more data. So actually not as far into the loop as I thought we were then.
Does he only say something at the end of the loop?
He changes things in general. He doesn't even notice the supernova. The supernovae, sorry, at the start of the loop.
I think we have seen him towards the end of the loop.
Oh, for
when
sure.
He was proper emo.
For sure. So you guys might be watching and... I pressed the wrong button. I can't believe it. I can't believe this is happening. I won't believe it. So he's noticed. They've noticed, sorry. Anywho, there is one traveller which you absolutely... I think you know now.
It's Gabra.
Is Gabro. And it's crazy that you didn't speak to him because he has what is secret text. Oh, did you see that threading the needle? Well, I probably could navigate there myself. What's happened to my ship computer?
Oh my.
I've never seen that before. Oh, bug.
Just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it?
Oh
Bugs.
God. Look at the sun, we're so close. We're actually on fire, are we?
Can you get away from it?
Just about. Oof. So I think you know about the Gabro text now, but they actually have a very good benefit to speaking to them as well, because they give you essentially the only power up in the entire game, which I think you know about. Oh, I do like going to Giant Steep.
Giant Steep is so much less scary now.
Giant Steep was
so much less. You know what I mean? It's less scary.
Giant Steep was the first planet you came to, really, I think, was it? To really fully explore.
Hey, Gabro.
It's been a long time. So you only spoke to the travellers once at each.
Anytime, pal. Oh, nice weather we're having, huh? Wait, have I used that one before? That's such a British thing. Nice weather.
Nice weather, eh?
Nice weather, right? What's up? I found something.
Have we found everything? So this is the thing. I found the Nomad masks. I found the source of the time. So a lot of these wouldn't have...
Oh.
You wouldn't have had...
And your quantum poem.
So let's go through them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know which one we actually clicked on.
I found the source of the time loop.
Okay, wait. Whoa, really? The Nomad carved out Ash Twin and built a time loop device inside? That is wild. Now we know what's causing the loop then, and if it's caused by a device, that must mean it had to be switched on, right? Huh. Hey, what do you think would happen if you turned off the time loop? Like, there's a part of me thinks maybe you shouldn't, what with the sun blowing up and all. And again, who wants to spend eternity being blown up by the sun? Well, I'm no time loop expert, I'm just going to sit here and ponder the intricacies of time and space, maybe take a nap too if I feel like it.
Helpful
Hello
as
again.
ever.
Again?
What is funny, which is something I'll speak to at a different point, but no, I'm about to speak about it now. I found you and I played this very similarly, that maybe you never picked up on it from not being a gamer, but I was like, I don't think they're going to be able to help me more than suggest things to go, and the travellers, I mean, the other astronauts. So I never went and revisited them at all. I think after the first time, maybe I'm like, oh, you got nothing more to say, and I realised quite early in the game that no one moves. Like, Gabriel always remains in place, Chert always remains in place. Even in the village, everybody remains in place. The anglerfish are the only beings that move around, which is when I figured that out, I was like, okay, I'm on my own in this.
Yeah. I guess that's what makes the anglerfish more scary as well.
Sure.
Subconsciously.
So I never went back and spoke to everybody, and you never did either, but in other playthroughs I've seen, people have, maybe it's because they had each other, maybe this is a reason why, for trying to think about it, but people had gone back to speak to everybody, to kind of decompress. Hey, you never guess what I found. And I guess maybe when you play it by yourself, that's maybe what you can do, whereas I was your constant co-pilot, so maybe that's the reason why.
Yeah, but you didn't have someone to decompress with.
Yeah, but I'm also, Kayleigh calls me a bit of a computer, that are just like, good logic board, is like, okay, I go do this. And I feel that maybe when I played the game, it was like, okay, you are inefficient in a way. You're not going to help me complete my mission, so I will go and complete the puzzles without your assistance. They're more guides in the way of, go and check this thing out. That's a hint.
That's how I felt they were as well, more hints.
Yeah, almost quest givers in games. Anyway, I found Know My Masks inside the Ash Twin project.
You're saying the statues were made so memories could be sent back in time. I guess that makes sense considering we both have our memories of every loop we've gone through. Wait, then it's just our memories being sent back in time to us, right? Then are we really experiencing multiple time loops or not? That's pretty deep. Like maybe our consciousnesses have been through all these loops, but maybe our bodies haven't, because technically the loops never happened. This is the spiritual side of it again. Meaning we're receiving memories of things that will never happen to us. Cool, huh?
Found out what happened to the orbital probe cannon.
Whoa, that's the cannon breaking apart at the start. Whoa, that's the cannon breaking apart at the start of each time loop. For real? Did you figure out why? Let's go over enthusiasm. It's kind of scary how much that sounds like something Slate or Feldspar would do. I'm pretty surprised the Gnome I built something that actually broke. Come to think of it though, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the orbital probe cannon is still firing successfully at the beginning of each time loop. That would have been a very helpful piece of information to read.
Did you not figure it was firing successfully?
I did not register, I think we spoke about this, I did not register that there was something firing out at the start of every loop. Like maybe I saw something in the sky, but I didn't consciously register that was something of note. Which just seems silly in hindsight.
Well, you've given me something else I'd like to do in the game as well, which people watching be like, I know exactly what he's talking about. This one I find really curious, and I think you now know about it because of one of the trivia videos I did. But everything in the Quantum Grove on Timber Half, I think I said to you at the time, but another one of my friends is playing through the game at the moment and spent ages on it until thankfully they died. Not in real life, just to clarify. They just kept going, I'm going to figure this puzzle out, and there's no puzzle to find out. And then you find your quantum poem. So you say to Gabriel, I found the quantum poem.
Oh yeah, the one in the woods, I remember writing that. Pretty fun, right? It works out to a good 24 poems. When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of creature sculpture that like shows up while your back is turned and scares the daylights out of you. He's just messing around. He's just being creative.
They're just being creative.
Sorry, they're just being creative, yes.
So I think that's it. Did we have... I found your ship. Oh, cool. So it's floating in the ocean, huh? Did it look like it was having a good time? And
Yeah.
that's the sort of the reason why it's like, I've got this good news, I found your ship. They don't care.
Yeah.
And then the most frustrating thing that the game never gives you, but also it's useful that you don't get it, because I think some people use it as a crutch, is how do you stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death?
deep breaths. No, seriously, I meditate. Spirituality, again, I want to know. I really want to know the spiritual influence that's behind this game. Like, who's interested in it and brought it into the game. And what sort of spiritual interest they have. Do they meditate? Want me to teach you? It'll be the next loop before you know it. Sure, why not? Nah, I'm good. Click it, now I'm good. I don't want to know. I'm joking. I was joking. Okay, let me know if you change your mind. Time flies when you're in a deep meditative trance. True that. That is true.
Isn't it just for you? So we can go back, and that's why I was so happy to press no. So sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Okay, close your eyes. Oh, cutscene. I'm going to sit up and do this. Oh.
She actually sat up and everything. You were so excited for some meditation.
I really was. I was like, I want to know the technique.
What's really funny, and you'll get a complete shortcut on this, is that people can do this and they're like, what, it just kills me. Also, that is what I was referring to, saying you didn't realise something was shooting off. I find it crazy that you had so many loops. So you look up, you see the blue explosion, and you see something moving in a different direction every single time, and that's the cannon.
I just thought it was like Giant's Deep or something.
That is crazy to me.
I didn't think it was anything else. If not, I just thought it was a planet orbiting.
But what's cool is of course, because it's this game, you
Still
can
firing out.
You can go and chase the goddamn thing,
Huh.
which I did in my playthrough. I have to really, it's a difficult one because it looks like a star when you've got this sort of angle. I cannot believe that you had no idea that was happening.
How long into your playthrough did you notice it? Or how quickly?
I know, first few loops, I guess.
Did you not just think it was Giant's Deep or another planet?
This is the
Or the
problem.
Interloper or something like that?
This is a problem with you having your glasses,
No,
which
it's
you
not.
don't now. No, don't try and screw me over autopilot.
Wow, you got very far. So you can follow it
Well,
to the
Go on.
eye?
Well, so this is the whole thing. It continues going in random directions.
So is it different every time, the direction of it?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm really surprised I didn't overshoot it. I think I've chased this down a few times. But this is the probe from the orbital probe cannon.
And it's got the eye on it, the
Yeah,
symbol.
Ain't that cool?
That is really cool. Thank you for showing me this.
So what's really sweet is if we match the velocity, so we'll stick with it. So we're going about 600 meters a second. So the text at the Southern Observatory, the text at the Southern Observatory says that the eye will be within a finite, albeit large, vast, something massive range. And sure enough, we can actually ascertain if there's a 22-minute time loop where you go about 600 meters a second away, you can actually figure out that the eye must be within that finite range. Which is why it takes 9 million odd probes to fire to find it, because like you see in the projection pool of, is it the, oh, it's in the orbital program tracking module at the center of Giant's Deep. You see all the little fired, the directions it's fired, like all the previous millions of loops. And at the 9 millionth, whatever it is, it finds it because there's so many points that it could be at, but we can figure out after 22 minutes if you go 600 meters a second, how far could that be? But sadly in the game you can't actually reach it. You can't reach the eye just through your spaceship. You would have to go and complete it like you have. But yeah, this is the probe, which is all I wanted to show you with this, which is great bit of attention. I've seen people come to it, and like I did, and post on Reddit like, what is this thing? There's nothing to find, because there literally isn't nothing to find. But when you first play the game, when it's actually first player's review, on that loop, or the loop prior to that actually, it's found the eye and then goes through its pairing sequence. And then the other thing to show you is we're this far out, so it'll take a good while to get there. But now, and this is the thing, it again isn't spelled out too well, Gabbro has taught you how to meditate, but you don't really know anything about it. But if you press the menu button...
Huh. So you just send your loop rather than having to ride it out.
Try and kill yourself, ride it out, anything. You can just meditate until the next loop. Which, may I say, people watching, I'm so glad I've got this in the game now, because then I get footage, extra B-roll footage or whatever for the trivia videos. I don't want to go into Kayleigh's game. Look, you can see it firing off a different direction, by the way. The probe.
So this is why you wanted to make the video, is it?
No, not this thing. Also, good fun fact, the probe is able to go through every direction, and that includes through timber half, or goes next timber half, and there's been some playthroughs that it destroys a ship. Which is crazy. Like, I've seen the replays of it, and it's set to what's called clip in gaming, which basically means two objects don't interact with each other, so it doesn't land on timber half, it goes through the planet. But the ship and the probe have the ability to hit each other, so it just destroys the ship. So somebody's come up here and like, why on earth has my ship just exploded? Which is hilarious. Anyway, what else have I got? Oh, play at the high energy lab. I've rushed, and there's actually no reason to rush. That's funny as well. This happens, that the stones can fall over, but they've got Nomai technology in them.
Oh, that's cool. Do it again.
So you'll remember Solanum puts the rocks up for you?
Yeah.
It's a great little pedestal. So these seemingly have that same Nomai technology still inside them.
Oh, that's so funny. I remember that. If you throw your scout, oh, it's just get chucked out.
That is really weird. Why did it get chucked out over there? Huh. Weird bug.
Is it a bug or is it intentional?
No, that's defo a bug. It should just get stuck there, but for some reason it's... Ha! I know I said I'd be going to the high energy lab and cutting back there, but anybody know why that happens with the scout getting thrown off? You did this in there, didn't we? You got it figured out. You could play with a...
Yeah.
So what you didn't do, and a lot of people don't do, in fact, before I do that, can I get that away, please? What I really liked on this, and I saw this in Is Not Retro, which I've recommended, I think, in this playthrough, and definitely on my trivia videos, and I should add this into a trivia bit. What's amazing with the attention to detail, the black hole sucks in the light, but the white hole emits the light. So if you look closely, you've got like a convex concave sort of situation.
Yeah, yeah.
So it bends differently, and I really like that. And you can also see the same, it's expulsing. Light's coming out of it. And the black hole, light's coming into it.
Oh, that is clever.
And you can see the scouts coming out before. It comes out before it goes in. So what happens?
I did do this though.
Did you not?
I did do this, yeah.
Yes, but because of that, the scout that goes out before it comes in.
How did you do that? You've broken it. You've broken space-time. Well, that's cool. Ha! You've destroyed the fabric of space-time. That's a bit rude. Can you put it back, please?
I love that you said I've broken space-time. Keep going, that's really good.
I missed that because I knocked some bottle over.
It's so obnoxious, it's great, is what they said.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fantastic. I like that little nugget. What's next on the list, kid?
There's a few things. So, let's go and speak to... Go on.
Something I've just noticed on the ship thing.
Yeah.
Master alarm.
Yeah.
Never noticed that before.
Somebody...
Also never noticed the damage, never noticed the altimeter, never noticed a bunch of stuff.
It's much better when you're looking at it rather than playing it.
Isn't it? In hindsight, I wish I'd the first thing that I did was explore the ship from head to toe.
There's somebody who's commented a few times about you not noticing the master alarm when it's actually flashing at you, which basically means, hey, the ship's about to blow up. And yeah, you haven't noticed it, which is hilarious. But who am I to tell you, hey, careful of the master alarm?
Sometimes we can't see what's right in front of us.
Where am I going? I'm going to see Rebek. Can I thread the needle through here? I think I probably can.
The colours on this escape pod look really cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a really nice attention. It's been... Are the lights off? It's basically gone through the atmosphere and burned up at high speed, which is why it's at the front but not at the back.
Ah.
She's badass, isn't it?
That's insane attention to detail.
Hey, buddy.
Look at you just knowing where to go.
It's like I've played this game too much.
Oh, you launched. Aha.
Yeah, so we've gone through this. I'm in a hurry. Can I ask you something? Because you talk too much. I learned something. And look how much there is we've learned.
I talked to a living nomai. That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. I'm very excited for you, though. But please stop yelling. What? On the quantum moon, you said? There's a sort of living nomai on the quantum moon? Well, why didn't you say so? I literally just told you. Oh, wow. Wow, this is the best thing that's ever happened in the history of Outer Worlds Ventures. I can't believe you talked to an actual nomai. Great, so I just have to go back into space, fly to the quantum moon with zero visibility, find a spooky ruin and travel through a few different types of dangerous terrain to get there. Okay, yeah, that's not so bad. That's probably doable.
So, have we spoken to Rebek about any of these things? I have no idea. Let's go. I went to the Comet and...
Oh, wow. Wow! So that's how the nomai died. Oh, this would have helped me. That's really sad, isn't it? I know it was a long time ago, but still, yeah. Stars above. It's lucky we hadn't evolved to live on land yet.
It's another throwaway-ish line to say.
To think, if the comet hadn't killed them, our species might have coexisted in the solar system. That would have been amazing. But I guess if I hadn't wanted to learn why the nomai disappeared, I'd never have left Timberhearth and come out here or had any of these adventures. Always a reason. Don't get me wrong, space is terrifying, but you know, it has its moments.
I don't think we spoke about... Maybe anything here, I don't know. Let's go through them.
A pilgrimage to the quantum moon. The nomai mentioned the quantum moon in a lot of their writing, so it was clearly special to them. And special enough to make a trip there by themselves. It sounds like a coming-of-age ritual, like how hatchlings stay hatchlings until their stomachs are strong enough to drink sap wine. Oh, fun little fact. Maybe once a nomai journeyed to the quantum moon, they were considered an adult.
Let's go from bottom to top as we've been doing.
It does bother me a little bit.
Well, I was going to living nomai. Okay, we'll go from top.
No, we started now. That will bother me more.
Did you want to go into the caps or not? That was why we went to the bottom. I saw the Summer City on Ember Twin.
You mean there's another nomai city inside of Ember Twin? That's incredible. A whole city, and I had no idea it existed. This is great. How did they keep the sand out? If it were me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the caves by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the nomai sure were ingenious, building an entire settlement underground. The Sunless City. Wow. That means there were two groups of Nomai, one that lived on Ember Twin and one that lived here on Brittle Hollow, but they must have travelled around the solar system since Nomai writing can be found on other planets too.
And now
Good
you know.
point, yeah.
And now you know that they travelled around because they had the
shuttle.
shuttle. All comes together.
I learned something. I saw the Hanging City on Brittle Hollow. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh, how was that? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? The Hanging City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most...
Oh, sorry.
It was something. It was their most something. But I shall never know because Jim pressed the button too quickly.
We'll go back. Read this.
No. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to a you-know-what... It's like Voldemort, this black hole, isn't it? Is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai, though. Maybe they needed the black hole for something. I'm sorry, I need to cough.
All that simmering anger. Here, we'll go back to it. Was it scary? You went past this bit, right?
Mm-hmm. It was their most advanced settlement here.
No.
What? No.
Then you read the next bit just then. Your little face.
Calm down.
I saw the old settlement.
Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timberhearth. You know, somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff.
And having a black hole right underneath it.
I found the vessel. You did? That's incredible. Congratulations. That means they really were from far outside our solar system. Haha, yes, I knew it. But that creates so many new questions. If they didn't come from our solar system, where did they come from? Yeah, I was just wondering that, mate. Are they from our galaxy or somewhere even farther? What were their lives like before they came here? And why did they come here? We know that part. Hey, I might not be much of an astronaut, but I'm really glad I came out here to see the Nomai's artifacts for myself. And thanks for telling me about the vessel, I mean. Oh, that's quite nice.
Good job.
I found the Nomai escape pod on Brittle Hollow. Wow. So then, the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside I can't believe we've read this backwards. And they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod, but what kind of trouble? I was wondering why it was in this order, and now it is clear to me. And where did the escape pod launch from? I'm so curious. This is an amazing discovery. I hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomai arrived here.
I'm going to doze off for a little bit because the next trip requires some sand to move. I've also got written down on my list, talk about Comet Lemon, which is a real life comet, not the interloper. And this was because people who watch maybe in the future or whenever might be thinking, I wonder what happened to that comet they were talking about. Turns out the visibility time when you are where we are was around dusk. So not only was it really cloudy when the comet was visible, or would be visible if it was not for the clouds, so I couldn't see it. It wasn't possible to see it anyway with the naked eye, at the very least, at the time when it would have been possible because it was so light. So I've had to make do with lots of photos.
Yeah, you were quite upset about that, weren't you?
Yeah, I didn't want to go and see it, but I'm sure I can find out, but there'll be another comet one day, maybe. And then this is in a trivia video now, the Hearthian Tech trivia video, but I mentioned at the time when you found out about the vessel being unwell, that my interpretation, which is very contentious in the video that I've put out for the Hearthian Tech, is that the translator tool translates things imprecisely. A lot of people think it's actually a theory I can actually get behind. The Nomai don't speak of their creations, the ships and whatnot, as things. They treat everything as a being almost, which is quite nice and very Nomai-esque. But my interpretation, which I read and subsequently believed, and I think I still believe, is that the translator tool will be able to just translate things somewhat how we do with Duolingo or Spanglish or whatnot, or any language where it's like the word is similar but not quite right.
Yeah.
So you were hiding, by the way, and this is something I've only found out kind of recently. Oh god, I'm on the wrong side of this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Can I get by? Yes. In there, which is what I'm going to do. But this Nomai I found out was meant to suggest that you're safe from the sand because of the bridge here.
Yes. That makes sense.
But then you have to navigate a cactus. So I'm going to avoid doing that.
Are you going to the Astron project?
What gave you that idea? So, how long have we got? Oh, done pretty well. A couple of minutes. So, what I want to show you while I'm here, you saw accidentally, and there's a maze, a lot of people who have never seen it. I'm just going to move this over here. But you saw the Astron project without knowing it was the Astron project. Without knowing it was the Astron project when you were in a projection pool on Giant's Deep.
Yes.
Oh, we've got end times playing already. But being inside the Astron project when the supernova happens is cool because you actually see what happens, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
So if it's unclear to you or anybody watching, the whole purpose of the Astro project, and we saw with the experiment on the high energy lab with the black hole and breaking space-time, is it needs a exponential amount of energy, which is a supernova, and we're getting some energy from the sun, hence these blue lights coming in.
Oh, this is making me feel dizzy.
So I look this way. That makes it worse.
Oh, it's actually making me feel sick.
Right, let's look down. But you can see that in full effect, which is really cool if you're in the Astron project, because the amount of energy comes in and you'll see energy coming from the statues.
Can you just stay still? Oh, it's fine, like this is fine, but then you start moving
So
the
do this
opposite
and go
direction.
this and
Oh, it's making me...
Oh, but let's look at this. But no, seriously.
Ugh. Yeah.
So we're actually safe because it's briefly supernova proof. And what's that? So that's the tech that's holding the memories getting sent into the past, into a black
Did you just
hole.
fly into it?
And I flew into the black hole. But how cool is it that they think that the developers have thought this? They actually show your memories, which have been paired to the statue, and the statue then sends those same memories into the black hole that has been created to send it back in time to the Astron project in the past.
Ah.
Kayleigh's saying yes without fully grasping it.
No, I get it.
Huh.
But you just went into the black hole.
I did.
So, where should you go?
Well, Kayleigh, I'm glad you asked.
Are you somewhere different? Are you just in the time loop again?
I'm in time loop right now. This is still Timber Half. Huh. The probe just went straight through Giant Steep that time.
Huh. Tell me. Give me answers and stuff. It looks like a different gradient. Am I seeing that? Am I making that up?
Right, let's go to In Between.
Sorry, I'm just recovering from my travel sickness of watching you spin around the Astron project.
I loved your confused face. That really tickled me.
I was computing.
Right, I really should have just hung around on Tim Half for a second because I want to go to In-Between. This is in the interest of time, people who know what's coming. In fact, we can go speak to Chert, because we did say we'd go and speak to the travellers.
We already spoke to Chert.
Yeah, but the Chert was only slightly getting emo. Now you can actually see what they're like when you first start the loop, because I don't think the sand's even moving at this point. Hey, not an egg.
Goodness, it's you!
What are you doing out here? Right now I'm documenting stars. Honfels noticed our star tracks are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveller out here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornfels either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Anyway, okay, so basically... if this is the first time we speak to Chert, or if you speak to Chert later, he's obviously very emo. We're going to doze off again for 5 minutes, say. And what else is on my list? Speak to all the travellers. That's the only thing left that I had. So the one which maybe another time, Feldspar confirmed, which I think you've seen in the comments now, that the anglerfish eggs, or those circles you find, are anglerfish eggs in the red seed. So I said I think it's theorised or widely accepted in the community, but I think it's actually that it's explicitly stated because Feldspar says, hey, they're anglerfish eggs, or you say in the conversation that's where they come from, the anglerfish come from that. But I think that's pretty much the only new conversation option from them.
Okay.
But don't worry about that for now, because we're going to go off to... Oh, my timing could be great. No, not that button.
That was not...
That was fine. I've got such a habit of pressing... Yes, my timing was perfect. Of pressing landing camera when I mean to do exit ship. You can control. Kayleigh's little confused face.
A little side eye from there.
Oh, you're making me sick. Oh, stop it. You're making me sick.
No, because that's just... No. Right, this is what you were doing.
Well, funny you talk about E, because if you continue your way around...
Now I'm like, what am I supposed to be looking at?
It'll be obvious, don't you worry. You've forgotten the controls.
Yeah, this is going to make other stuff fun. Ah!
Kayleigh's eyes are the widest they've been.
What? 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 Whoa. What the heck happened? If you're me, then I'm as confused as you are. Do you think we have the same memories? Good question, let's see. I remember all the time loops, including that last loop when I jumped into the black hole in here. What about you? Me too. Sounds like our memories diverge at the start of this loop. Makes sense to me, seeing how jumping into the black hole is definitely what created two of us. Hey, what do you think happens if you don't jump into the black hole again at the end of this loop? Oh, that's a good question. If I don't, then where did you come from? Guess we'll find out. Let's see how this question. It's something I've been wondering about. We're in thoroughly uncharted territory at this point. Unlike all the other time manipulation we've experienced. Are you being sassy? You can't sass me, you are me. Does kind of prove we're the same person though. At any rate, it's been good talking to you, me. Incredibly strange, but good. See you around.
You can speak to them more if you'd like.
I would. This is the greatest day of my life. Sure. Two of us is great and all, but is it the greatest? What about the day what about that one? Are you talking about the day What? No, I'm talking about the other one. Oh, yeah, that makes way more sense. Yeah, now you've got it. That was an incredible day. But today is probably the next greatest day of our life after that one. But I want to know. Obviously, my mind has just gone straight to something absolutely filthy.
That's why I love you.
Wait, can you read my mind? Definitely no. I just have the same memories as you, except for this loop, I mean. I started this loop by popping out of a white hole inside the Ash Twin project. Since in the loop before this one, I jumped into the black hole. Hey, what do you think happens if you don't jump into the black hole again at the end of this loop? If I don't, then where did you come from? That's a good point. I mean, I feel as real as ever, so I don't think I'm a figment of your imagination or anything like that. That's just what a figment of my own imagination would say. Are you being sassy? You can't sass me, you are me. Does kind of prove we're the same person though. At any rate, it's been good talking to you, me, blah blah blah. Are you me from the last loop? I think so. I started this current loop by popping out of a white hole inside the Ash Twin project. I started at the campfire like usual. Makes sense to me, seeing how jumping into the black hole is definitely what created two of us. Hey, what do you think happens if you don't jump into the black hole? I guess we'll find out. I guess so. At any rate, it's been good talking to you, me. See you around. This got weird in a hurry. Yeah, duplicating living beings probably wasn't what the gnome I had in mind when they built the Ash Twin project. I wonder if we have the same memories. I wonder if there being two of us screws anything up. Well, we're talking to each other and nothing's exploded yet. Yeah, it's a pretty novel experience. Right, it's kind of nice. Hey, what do you think happens if you don't jump into the black hole?
Please act this one out.
Ah! What have we done? Jumping into that black hole was a terrible idea. I mean, I want to do it again. I want to make 3. Can you do that?
No, in short.
Oh. Yes, it was. Did you actually do this on your thing, or did you learn about it after?
Oh, I definitely learned about this afterwards.
Oh. Yes, it was. I needed to know what would happen. Yeah, that one. Okay, I'm calm. Whoa.
Please do R again.
Ah!
Please do R again.
Okay. Well, that was fun. But I do really want to make more of them, but I'm just pressing buttons now. I've forgotten how the controls work.
So the thing would be, The thing would be, to get 3, you'd need to get self, and you would also need to jump into the black hole.
Why?
Because the memories get transported back to the hatchling at the fire, as you already know. And the only reason why there's 2 is because one of them has jumped into the white hole here and also gone back in time. So if you wanted 3, you need to have 2 of them to jump back in time.
I'm just going to say yes and pretend that I understand.
I will explain it to you again at a later point, but I think for the moment that is everything that we're going to cover.
This has been fun.
But it's been nice getting back into the Outer Worlds universe. I mean, I love it at all times. And getting to go around and control it for a little bit, because they had the one episode, The Boyfriend Goes Gaming titled one, where I did most of the navigation, but aside from little bits here and there, it's been you, but it's also lovely, always lovely going around, and yeah, I dick around a lot, and I like actually doing the channel, just for getting some extra content and be like, oh yeah, I need to go and do this, and it's really fun going around, because I do love this game. It's easily my favourite.
Yeah. I also just wanted to touch on something that we have discussed about how we did our playthroughs independently. that we both were so fixated on finishing the playthrough, like just doing the next task, getting to the next place, getting to the eye of the universe, that we didn't really take it in. And I think we both felt that that's kind of how we approach life a lot of the time. We're just like going from one task to the other. And when we watched, or when I watched some of Becca Bites' playthrough, because obviously I had to go and watch a playthrough straight away, she really seemed to be just like soaking in the journey and like enjoying the process rather than just getting one task done, going to the next thing and just getting on with the playthrough. And I think that's a good lesson for life, is just enjoy the journey.
I firmly agree, and it's something that I think I've come to realise afterwards, and possibly even more so by getting to go through the game the way you playing it has allowed me. That is why both of us didn't go back and speak to the travellers, because we weren't as emotionally invested, I suppose.
It's not that I wasn't emotionally invested, it's just how I am. I'm task oriented. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, maybe that's a bad wording, but in any sense, it was handled differently, because we want to, like I said, I want to be efficient. I want to do this and then do this and then do this, and it was really nice to go through a playthrough. And I think I've come to the realization, actually, I loved playing the game, but I've loved even more watching people play the game, and I've learned so much since then. And I have to say at this point that I've loved watching you play the game and watching you play the game with everybody else watching as well. So thank you everybody for watching us play. Watching Kayleigh play. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, and just one more thing for anyone wondering what's going to be happening next. Just have a little look at the screen.